Hello. Okay, this is the first time I have videoed on the iPad, so what I'm going to do, maybe I'll advise, I'm going to dye my eyebrows and lashes. Now, as you can hopefully see, they're really, they're not completely see-through, but they're quite pale, like my natural hair colour. And I want to just feel a little bit more sort of put together when I've got no makeup on. And also they're incredibly straight. I am going to perm them at some point, and I was considering trying laminating my eyebrows at some point. I've got a perm kit. I have actually permed my eyelashes before a couple of times, and it was a real pain. This is a better kit. It seems to have better pads and things, and if anybody's interested in seeing that, then you know, I'm happy to do that as well. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be looking. Ugh. I don't think you really care. Not that many people are watching this anyway, and I'm sure nobody's watching it for a tutorial. Right, I really hope that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to just show you what I've got. This little kit, it's an eyebrow tinting kit. The colours that they used to do for eyelashes used to be better. It used to be this kind, which is more akin to hair dye. I cannot in any moral or, you know, safe way tell you to do your eyelashes with this. I choose to do that because I don't care. Obviously the reason why they phased out these for people to buy over the counter was because there is a risk of blinding yourself, damaging your eyes, etc. But I am incredibly reckless, and if you knew me in my teens and 20s, you'd know that. I'm joking. Or am I? So this comes, it's most strange. I'll show you the things. It's like a little capsule full of tint. There's quite a few of these, and there's a mixing pot, and then you mix it with the hydrogen peroxide, as I say, just like hair dye. And I think there's about 4 capsules. I'll have a look in a minute, and you use about 1/4 of this. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. And what you're supposed to do is apply it to your eyebrows and leave it on for the required amount of time for the depth of tint that you want. Now, to get this graphite colour on the front, just there, which is kind of similar to my colour, you leave it on 1 to 2 minutes. So I might leave it on about 3 minutes, maybe, and longer on the eyelashes. What it will do as well, I have actually alopecia. I don't know how clearly it's going to show up. It really doesn't look like it's picking up very much detail on my eyebrows, etc. But I have some alopecia here, so hopefully any of the small vellus hairs will get dyed as well. That's why sometimes when people have these brow laminations or HD brows done, your brows do look better because the small vellus hairs are dyed as well. And obviously, you know, like if you've got light or lighter areas, they'll be dyed. The thing that is a disadvantage with doing this, if you have like eyebrow gaps and missing bits, is that it can make them more obvious, because obviously when these are sort of like, you know, like this pale, you may not notice them, but if they come out quite dark, which they may, it'll be more noticeable. Now, I've cleaned the area with micellar water, because you want to have no sort of facial oil on your face. I am actually testing this out at the moment. Garnier send me things every so often to test and review for them. They want me to do this at the moment, so I have a full bottle of this, so I just use this. It's quite safe to use around the eyes, and you don't need to rinse it off. So okay, so what I need to do is, it says here we've got mixing sticks, applicators and instruction sheet, and let me just show you. The little mixing cup is here. It's this tiny little plastic thing. So you can see you don't need very much of an amount at all. That's probably about 5 mils capacity. And here is the capsules. That's one of them. So they literally are just, you know, like a little capsule, and I'm going to open that and empty that into there. And then there's, they provide you with, oops, I've dropped one of them, so now I only have 3. I'll find that, oh, there it is. Orange sticks. Now these are for mixing and applying the colour to the brows. One for each capsule, and then you've got this, which is obviously, like I say, I think it's 1-to-1 ratio for this, but I will double check. Okay, it's a reputable brand, but as I say, it's not for eyelashes, so don't do what I'm doing. This is not a tutorial. Okay, and as ever in a lot of these, they say for professional use only. Again, to cover themselves, you know, no professional is buying 4 capsules and a piddling little tiny tube of tint like this from Godefroy. Anyway, let me just quickly read this. Okay. Yeah, it's equal, so it's 1-to-1. It does say to do a algae test 48 hours before. I'm not doing that. Again, not advisable. You can have extreme allergic reactions. It's not ever recommended if you've ever had what they called temporary black henna tattoos when you're abroad. It's where you go and some street vendor or, you know, small kiosk will paint a sticky black tar-like substance onto your skin and leave it on, and then it will basically stick to you for about 2 weeks. If you've ever had that done, you should not be using any hair dyes at all with phenylendiamines in them. That's most dark colours. The most common reactions people have, allergic reactions, is to black or dark brown hair dyes. So just be aware of that. And obviously don't use on anybody under the age of 16. Yeah, and you need a timer. And it does say wash your eyebrows with soap and water and pat dry. Well, I've done them micellar water, so you know that's as good. It says put a thin layer of petroleum jelly or Vaseline around the eyebrows. That'll stop you staining the skin. I'm not going to do that because when I've done that in the past, I've ended up getting it on the actual area I wanted to dye. I'd rather wait a couple of days for any sort of like big blodgy spludgy bits to just sort of like wear off naturally. Okay, so it says processing time, and it's got different sort of colours on here like jet black, dark brown, but I'm assuming all the little capsules are different, but maybe the only difference is the amount of time you leave it on. It says graphite 1 to 2 minutes, light brown 1 to 2 minutes, medium brown 1 to 2 minutes, natural black 2 to 3, jet black 3 to 4. So I think 2 to 3 minutes will probably do it. And then once that's over, you just gently wipe it off. And again, I use micellar water, or you can just use plain water or like a sensitive skin facial wipe, or you know, something similar. When they're wet, they will look darker. When they're dry, they'll look lighter. If you want it to be darker than the colour you've got, you need to reapply the mixture and then process for another 30 seconds or more. I'm just going to leave it on about 3 minutes though. So, okay, this should be fun. I'm going to try and film this, and also I'm going to try to sort of look and do it, but not in there. I'm going to have to obviously hold up a mirror while I do that. This is my wall mirror, so I'll try and do it in a way that you can sort of see what I'm doing, but I don't know anybody's going to watch this. I'm going to pause this while I mix the capsule, because if I try and do that on camera, I am just literally going to make a right mess of it. This little capsule will be filled with powder, pigment powder, and then the developer will oxidize this and make the colour stick. Oh, also I didn't say, because I'm doing eyelashes and eyebrows, and there'll be plenty in that little capsule to do that, you need to think of how you're going to do the eyelashes And I'm just going to use this little plastic silicone spoolie to, you know, sort of apply it like mascara, and I'm also going to use the stick. Okay, I'm going to pause and just get ready and okay, it says mixed to a paste. I don't know if you can see that. It's really thick, so I mean, it's very dark, but you know, quite often these things can look scary dark and then they don't really show up that dark, you know, on the skin. Anyway, I've got a load on the little stick thing. I'm gonna just try and do my eyebrow. I hope you can kind of see. Okay, I'm just going to set a timer for 3 minutes. I'm just going to pause. Okay, I'm going to start the eyelashes. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to take the eyebrows off in a second, but I've done the eyelashes. I am not sure at all if this is going to take, because I got some on the face earlier and it doesn't appear to have, you know, done anything. I have got it all over my fingers. That'll be a nightmare to get off because my hands are really cracked and dry at the moment, as I said. Oh, and I've still got one hand false nails, one hand not false nails, because I'm going to do that for you all as well. I was considering doing it on live because I thought it might be nice to sort of, you know, do it with you, you know, like with friends, sat chatting and doing a bit of beauty together. But I don't know what you think about that. If anybody's watching this, if you could let me know. Okay, I'm going to take the eyebrows off now. So yeah, I'll probably speed this bit up as well. As you can see, they are definitely dyed, definitely different. I don't even think I need to put a before and after it. These were the same colour as this when I started. I mean, it looks okay on this grainy, crappy camera. I'm going to take the eyelashes off. I will say it was really easy to use. Okay, that's worked really nicely. What I should do is I've got my iPhone here, and I'll try and take a video on this because I think it'll work out clearer. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It looks really good. Oh, if you wonder what's going on with the lips, I mean, I've not learnt my lesson from overlining, but it's not as crazy as it was that first time I did it. I have got a lip stain on. I talked about these the other day. They're really nice. Number 10. No, number 9 is the one I like. These are good time. Oh, the goo time. It's good time, isn't it? There's a D behind that rabbit. I've been calling them goo time. Like goo, but I think that's a D, isn't it? These good time lip tints. And as you can see, they're very wearable. A little tiny bit sticky. And obviously, if you were to, you know, before you wipe it off, if you were to sort of like drink or, you know, get them wet, they will run or whatever, but not transfer. Yeah, I do recommend this. I might pop this in the description. So, what do we think? I quite like it. Yeah, I'm quite happy, but wait until it's morning and daylight and not on a grainy little screen. I might be having a jump scare in the morning when I go. No, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, that's these. Again, I'll put the link for these. And just to remind anybody that doesn't know, because obviously, you know, everyone knows who I am. My links are affiliate links from years ago when I was accepted onto the Amazon affiliates, when I probably could have made them money when I was a popular or more popular blogger and vlogger then, and got quite high traffic to my blog. I was made an affiliate link. So yeah, if you do buy going through one of my links, then you will give me some money. It would be 1 or 2 pence on an item. It's very low, and I think the maximum is about 6% that I will make on beauty products. And basically, I'm not sure if it's £25 or £75 is the cash out threshold. So until you hit that, they don't let you have your money. So yeah, they've had about £3, £4 of mine for probably about 7 years now. So yeah, I just sat there waiting for someone to take pity on me and use my links and, you know, give me those pennies. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did watch, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please talk down below. This is great. I mean, obviously I'm not doing this for the money. I don't have enough subscribers, and you know, even if I did, I don't have enough people watching my videos. So but I really enjoy this. It's a lovely way for me to just share things that I'm really excited and sort of passionate about, and bring me a little bit of joy, and I hope I can bring a little bit of joy to other people as well, and maybe we can have a bit of a laugh along the way. And sometimes it might even be with me instead of just at me. So that'd be pretty cool. I don't think I've done too bad. I did put some makeup here before I started. Some of this actually, not the red mask fit cushion. I just like the red container more. It's the grey mask fit cushion, but I use these pop out, these little refills, and I've got a grey one in here because I prefer it, and I just put this along here. It's very moisturising, these moisture cushions, and it just creates, you know, that little bit of a barrier, so that I knew when I inevitably did drop a big splodge on my face, I wouldn't look like I had a big witch wart on it. So yeah, because black, be blacking with this dye. Pretty cool. It's left me with a bit of eyeliner. That's the first time I've dyed my eyelashes and not got it in my eye. Alright, I'll see you soon. Next video will be doing my other hand with kiss nails, and oh yeah, dyeing my hair orange. I'll show you the dye boxes, but I don't know where they are. Yeah, over there somewhere. Alright, see you soon. Bye, take care, and don't do anything stupid like me. Bye.